Good morning, June 24. God's map of obedience. By faith Abraham obeyed when he was called, and he went out not knowing where he was going. Hebrews chapter 11, verse 8. How often do you leave home not knowing where you're headed? When Abraham received God's call to leave Haran in Genesis 12, he responded to God's directive with obedience. Abraham promptly packed up his family and left Haran without knowing where they were headed. The only thing Abraham knew was that God had asked him to go. From then on, two things characterized Abraham's journey of faith. The first was his tent, evidence of his earthly pilgrimage and a symbol of his heavenly citizenship. He knew that the promises of God were far greater than building a permanent home in a new homeland. The second symbol was the altars. Abraham built physical structures showing his spiritual dependency upon God. Day after day, as Abraham walked with God, his purposes were revealed. Wherever God leads you in life, remember that you are always at home with Him. Guide me, O thou great Jehovah. Pilgrim through this barren land, I am weak, but thou art mighty. Hold me with thy powerful hand. William Williams. Oh, that's a fun, simple name to remember. With his middle name, William Williams. www.owl.com. Good evening. God is a Father who cares. There you saw how the Lord your God carried you, as a father carries his son, all the way you went until you reached this place. Deuteronomy chapter 1, verse 31. Life is seldom a smooth, problem-free road. Times of peace and calm alternate with frustration, disappointment, and setbacks. These negative experiences cast a shadow of anxiety, fear, and worry over our lives. If you yield to the temptation of being controlled by these feelings, your life will become empty and aimless. You will find yourself becoming pessimistic, thus robbing your life of its joy, purpose, and meaning. A diligent study of the Bible and of history, as well as a careful observation of things that happen in your life, will prove that nobody escapes the disappointments of life. Your research will prove that those people who had faith in the promises of God always had the assurance that God was with them during those hard times to help them through their difficult times through His supporting love. When a crisis occurs in your life, the wise thing to do is to turn to God. After all, He invited us to do it. Cast all your anxiety on Him because He cares for you. 1 Peter chapter 5, verse 7.